This is a quick video to show you that Autodesk has certifications for different categories of what career that you're going into. There used to only just be one for the basic and advanced, but they've come a long way with kind of pulling it apart to be more specific to a career path. So if you do a search for Autodesk AutoCAD certification, you can get here to the Autodesk certification professionals and users. And once you do that, and I'm sure they've changed this all the time, so if you're watching this later, it may be a slightly different. It's saying here that the certification fee is $150. Well worth it. It was not that much less when I took it years ago. And so as you scroll down, you see that there's certification that's right for you. So whether it's architecture, engineering, construction, or product design and manufacturing, when you click on one of these paths, it will show you all of the different certifications in those two fields. It looks like 6 or 7 for each one. But for example, if I view the certification details for this category, it will explain to you the objectives and um, show you a link to prepare for the exam. But I'd like to go down here where it talks about the exam itself. So about the certification, highlighting what your skill levels are. And these are some of the things that we did in the class, although I would recommend that you draw a few more things and really dive into this um, website here to connect with what they're wanting. And so you can view the exam objectives right there. So for each one of these certifications, there are objectives, and here's a list. Draw, right? We created some of these things. You may have to go back and pick up a few more topics, but we used object snaps and layers and some of these things, and maybe because we navigated around, and this is just one of the certifications, you may be familiar with that UCS, that user coordinate system in the bottom there, where we started to work with it a little bit with trim, extend, and some of those basic commands like offsets, fillets, and chamfers. I do remember when I took this, it was a little more than what I was actually using in the field, where I was using it every day, but some of these things you may not have experienced. So, for instance, in our class, we looked at annotation techniques, placing text and using that text editor and working with hatch patterns, but we didn't look at markup tools. So you'll have to kind of go in there and take a look at it. We did look at multi-liters and dimensions in general. So blocks we looked at. So take a look at the objectives. Uh, Look at the exam if you're interested. It does kind of add to your credentials. I'm going to go back to this other tab to get back to this page here where I can click on prepare for the exam. When I took it, there were sources that were available, books and links to different places. So in this one, and I've actually gone through all of this for Fusion, which is a different program. And there's so many different programs out here, but because I was teaching the class to get students ready for the certification specifically, what we did was we really just went through each one of these steps in this outline and what they're going to bring you through are tutorials to give you a little bit more, and then practice tests. So this might give you an idea that most of the things that we covered in this class are in general here for the basics, and then you can go through this to get even more even knowledge for yourself, but also to prepare for the certification through Autodesk if that's some a path that you'd like to take. And this is where you would click to get started. Okay, guys, if you do go in this direction, keep in touch with me. Let me help you through it, and then let me know how you do. We'll 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 be able to um, take a look at that together. Right. So experience is going to help you with this. Go through this to get a little bit more, even if you just want to sharpen your skills, get your portfolio in place. We didn't meet on campus, only the students that needed help. I'm always available to meet even on completely online class. I've already met with some students to help them out. And what we would normally do is print out all of these assignments, put them into some kind of um, portfolio digitally or printed so that you can be ready for those opportunities. Uh, a lot of people will get potential jobs with the knowledge of this basic AutoCAD. In fact, I've had students get jobs in different software programs and trained because they um, learned the basics of AutoCAD, which a lot of the commands are similar to other software programs. Okay, then, good luck to you and keep in touch. If you need help, I'm here to help you.